the voice actor.
Galaya, with all due respect, this trial is taking far too long.
We've already waited for 42 days. Is that how much days it's been since the last version? How'd you even arrive at that number?
What do you think of this, Trinan?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
Is it Finon's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly. Wait, no!
Lady Trinan?
Uh-oh.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's some like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
It has come to this, after all.
What now?
Get ready, Mydei.
What's going on?
Plan B. We pull him out when something goes wrong. As I promised you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far as I will go.
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. All right then. To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the two Outlander warriors can also join me.
Yes, let's join.
That
No, I think it's a
might
good
not be
idea.
a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences. Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead.
No,
Lord
no, no.
Mydei.
No need, Castris. I can join. Exactly. No, I am. Can we all go? I've got this. Things have taken a crucial turn, especially so when finance life is on the line. Of course, we nameless will do what is necessary. How should we help?
Join me in the trial to look for Finon. And when we do, Goliath's golden thread will guide us back out. Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath.
Isn't he already dead?
If something bad were to happen, Casterus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these two. I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mydei.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
Spoken like a true warrior. I think I saw a chest behind him. Oh yeah.
May that warrior be safe from harm. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Trinon's behalf.
Let's go. There's nothing I can't do. Oh, we have Mydei. Thing.
Our reinforcements from beyond the sky. Warriors of high esteem. Please close your eyes and hold your breath. They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challenges safe from the devastating rage of strife.
Why does Aggie's voice sound a little low? Unlike last time.
They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity, and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Very well. Come forth then.
Is that, Nikador?
Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making. Follow me into the mist and flames, and come face to face with the greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
So cold in my room. Oh.
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikador's trial.
Why is it just you? Where's Donhan?
I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe. Huh. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh?
Take a look at him.
So, this is what he fears the most.
He's standing to the side. He's angled. Like every other character.
Those outlanders.
You won't get away, Kremno and vermin!
Be on alert. The smell of rust is thick in the air.
Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Akamans are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Say whatever you like, despicable Achaman. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that.
This is not a true thing, so we'll just watch.
Die, you swine!
Oh.
Madamos. My king, why? Why did you leave us to the mercy of these foreigners?
Oh.
Is this...
Wrong choice?
And you are... Oh. So the Alpha Brute has found his way here.
I have a feeling I'm gonna end up fighting with Fina.
You Kremnoans are all eager to die, huh? Then I shall grant you a swift death.
It's dead for the first time ever in this game.
Face your death, cowardly king.
How ironic. I didn't watch those one people saw the other Mighty Ones.
absurd. I know this Achaman. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted being. And that horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds. This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless fool.
Who is he?
It's nothing. Let's go. That voice... is Cartonis? Not you too, Cartonis.
Mighty mouse you are. Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life, finally?
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Finon is.
All of this, you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo!
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonus.
Humiliate me you shall not! Leave! Get out of Okima! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
This is... Mother's signet? It's here again. I knew it.
But he's gonna take them as well.
Ah! Finally gone mad, despicable vermin hound! With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of battle!
Enough! Be quiet! You're not at all Cartonus! Look out!
Huh?
Nice move.
Oh. You too. Are you the real Don Han? I could ask you the same. What was the last thing you said to me before I parted the waters of the Scale Gorge waterscape?
Parted the waters?
I forget, it just killed me right. That sounds not like something the real you would say. It wasn't easy, but I found you too.
So, you are Don Hong. What did you go through before meeting us?
Just some memories from my past, nothing worth mentioning.
You mean you saw your past too?
I didn't see my past.
The trial of strife is a vicious one, all right.
So what are you thinking?
This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Finon has never met.
That doesn't exactly sound like a bad thing. At least it means that we are all able to find Finon here.
We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagined it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder. I agree.
That was Don Han talking.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikador's trial.
Entrance. I've met that word before. Nice. It's nice. An incarnation of Nikador.
I've seen him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust. The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikador themselves.
Mydei, you are a keen warrior indeed.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master, so we can be done with this farce.
No. I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that.
This is gonna be one fierce battle we won't be able to get out of. I wanted to go, to be honest, we traveled together before, remember that? Remember? Why who has found right on the head?
He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice. You wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
Your opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands.
Don't you dare speak of her.
Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity. Are you suggesting her efforts were for naught?
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past? This nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon at the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this!
Your hatred is as clear as day, my nose. I once must have struck. But thanks to that, I have also come. This is why I killed your father for the throne, only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on.
He killed his father.
This is why I use the Strife Titan, only to reject the core flame, letting strife continue instead. Oh, child, show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of your very destiny.
I will rip your chest apart, Titan. The same way I ripped apart that former king.
I see you wish to repeat this. Come at me then. Ignite the flames of your fears and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me. Lose yourself in
I could barely hear him because of all the background noise.
and
I can't even hear him.
Mydei knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, Mydemos? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you are worthy of this power!
Dying soul, face me! I allow you to accept your punishment. Found you.
I got brainwashed. Sometime later.
I did my best.
The courtroom trial is indeed no place for the weak. Let's just hope that Fion gets through this.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Finon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
I was worried about Fion for a second when he got stabbed. I forgot he's immortal.
In all likelihood.
Is the Black Tide really that scary? It's only normal to be unable to overcome your inner demon. I think Nais mentioned it before. Since coming to Amphorius, we have heard many talking about this Black Tide. Could you tell us more about it?
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Amphorius to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the three titans of calamity. Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide.
Ayaki's voice really is very low. I don't know what Hoyoverse is doing.
Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Naias, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of Calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Finon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaya, what should we do now?
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Krymnos, Mydei, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seed of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
And we shall let rest for a while. Okay. An unspeakable thing of unknown origin. What comes to your mind when we put these keywords together? A Stellaron! That's right. If you think about the various characteristics of Amphoris, an isolated world of eternal night being eroded by an unknown power, we cannot discount this possibility. This has been bothering me for a while now. Everything we've seen thus far suggests that Amphoris wasn't always isolated from the rest of the universe, be it the birth of the Titans or the encroaching Black Tide. None of these can be explained as the natural progression of a civilization. There must be other reasons for its current state of isolation. It's just, if the cancer of all worlds is truly the culprit, then we should have observed certain phenomena, explicit or otherwise. But now that isn't the case. The voice of the Stellaron, the Antimatter Legion, the Stellaron Hunters, they're all good questions. I don't know which one to choose. The voice of the Stellaron, meh. It could be the Antimatter Legion. They're more bloodshed related. And I don't think it's the Stellaron Hunters. It can't be a possibility. I'm gonna choose the Antimatter Legion. That's what I was thinking too. From past experience, destruction has always been involved in some way when it comes to a world corrupted by Stellaron. That's true. If you remember the Lawfu Tingyun had the Emanator of Destruction in her. If I'm correct. That was Emanator, right? So they could be related. There are several other unanswered questions too. My gut feeling is that things here are not as simple as they seem. And I need to go take a piss. I'll be right back. There are several other unanswered questions too. My gut feeling is that there are... Oh, we've already said this. Furthermore, what happened in Pentagon also proved the appearance of a world may not necessarily be due to influence of just one path. Who knows, maybe Ecophiles behind it all. No sweat, the Trailblades can tackle even 10 paths if it must. It could be an all-star cast. What's an all-star cast? Not even the history of fictionologists would dare to spin a tale like that. For now, let's just take things as they come. The Black Tide could be a good starting point. Since Nikador has fallen, those who were suppressed by them will no doubt begin to counterattack now. It seems our trailblazing expedition is growing in significance. I want to make an assumption. After I click the button, are we gonna move to the Astral Express's point of view? Or Madame Herta's? Oh, it's Mydei's POV. Okay.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago.
Oh, he's D.
I'm not worrying about him.
Oh, alright. You're a little quiet, though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
No, he's being nice. To treat him.
It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Something that terrifies me. Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the criminal language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Phynon might fall. And she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this.
Back to road.
The downfall of strife, the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses. If Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans.
They're all
Give
dead.
me some time to speak with my people.
Oh, they're not.
It won't take long. I promise.
I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual.
It's me.
Your people. They have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you are the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. Lady Trebios. Therein lies my deepest fear.
I did see like a woman version of Treaty. Is that who Lady Trebios is? Or am I wrong?
We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
Or is he just referring to her?
Dee? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look.
Temporarily out.
Billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland. Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe.
Yeah, don't run near the pool.
You shouldn't run around in here, kids.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
I want to hear stories about princes on the battlefield.
I'll be right back.
The Crown Prince. Are you Kremnoans?
I forgot what happened. I didn't pay
Yeah,
attention.
we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway. My dad is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is
Is
the
he blind?
bravest
What is he
warrior in the
looking?
God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Crateros.
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Archiman.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
Who's Mr. Kratos?
That old man can be such a child sometimes. You know where Crateros is? I happen to be looking for him.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while trying to find us?
Sorry about the chip bag.
No
trying to eat
way!
chips.
Mr. Crateros is a member of the Royal Wing Elite. went to hide, I thought about taking a peek. But who knows if it might be a trap he set.
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Varix Leo was he with?
It's... just take a few turns after you go out from here. It's close to the bats.
There's bats everywhere.
Right. Now look. You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nikador's core flame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Not really.
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Occamans. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others.
Go!
You've never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
Because this place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Emphorius. No one can defeat them.
The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us.
Oh.
We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
That time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos. Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
The future of Kremnos. I should find Krateros. There he is.
Very Roman.
Is he engaged in a debate with that foolish lion?
Rat! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
Move out of the way.
Out of my way.
Yeah.
Lackeys of the Council.
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty. Please keep out of this area.
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall? I don't know, my lord. How did it come to be? Let me enlighten you. A long time ago, the founder of Castrum Kremnos led a group of warriors to hunt down a lion on the outskirts of the city of Tritos. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama. But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye. shattering its knees with a single strike. And then... why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet.
It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on. Well, if it isn't Lord Mydei. It's been a while.
Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Kratos. My esteemed
It's
teacher.
his teacher? Oh.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty Mos. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried. They can follow us if they want to. Let's go.
Wait, so how in the world did Chrysia's nail get mounted on the wall?
Later time.
Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Oh.
Hey, old man, how dare you? Calm down. Calm down. Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Shall we, sir?
Let's do it.
What are you up to? Someone help me!
Some privacy at last. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power. Is this true?
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
The divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time. If they ever learn that the Crown Prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Mighty Mos. You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes, to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
Your mother.
Are you trying to shame me, Mighty Mos? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return. This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous.
The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows that much. I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty, Mighty Mos.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this is not the right time yet.
Go, Mighty. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one can deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey, especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
Euripon, the boy did nothing wrong! This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos? You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne. As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphorius.
Ah, enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed. Starting with this child. With these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
Your failure is inevitable, Euripon. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child! A beast that murders his own kin. Royal Wing elites and Emperors of Kremnos! You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear and prove your mettle.
Understood. 5, 4, 3. No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2. One.
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, the decision is final. With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes. May fate and the gods await your arrival. My son, Mydei.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the blade of fury above us and the council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos. O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
Mydei, my son. They all tell me to forget. But how could I ever? The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
We're back. Even death itself comes to rouse you, you probably retort, why does life slumber? Because the bed is warm. Yeah, a chill from the river of souls wafted by a sensation hauntingly familiar. Could death truly be at your door? Best to open your eyes just in case.
Mister,
Huh?
you're awake.
No wonder I felt a chill. Castress, why does life slumber?
That's a complicated question. I'm not sure I can answer that.
I've seen this on Reddit. I didn't know it was actually true.
I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby.
Was she on his stomach?
I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Don Hong, and wishes to present it to you in person.
A gift? Gimme.
I'm glad you're in good spirits. All right, let's set off. Is that...
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then. Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times. Ugh, look at that color, and how it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it. I want you by it. If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever. Calm down, Trian. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or
voice actor?
until you're ready?
No, it's alright. Trian is just... She'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first. Trian is just... what? Trian is super mad, that's what! You've forgotten all about Mama! Mama gave us something just like this before! Trian...
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
And how sad. We can buy it for her.
It's so hard to understand what they're thinking sometimes.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Tribi and Lady Trian were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Castoris. It's been a while. Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Memorial Market and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Tribi and Lady Trian walked by earlier, Lady Trian happened to catch sight of it and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown. But Lady Tribi believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low. For some reason, Lady Trian became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis, it could be worth a small fortune. Miss Castoris, I'm running a business here after all, so...
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
I object to this.
And what might your concerns be, my friend?
Tribi already called it a fake. Are you trying to pull a fast one on us?
Fine. I'll sell it to you at cost, as a sign of goodwill, Miss Castoris. Just promise to support my business in the future.
Much appreciated. Thanks for helping me out. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had you not been here, I would have been set back plenty. The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trian and reminds her of her hometown. I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trian's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Lady Trian runs around, it won't break easily. All right, back to business after that little detour. It seems your friend arrived before us.
You're finally here.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
Her voice is low. It's bugging me out.
Your companion here kindly explained the meaning behind the name to me earlier. Through him, I've come to understand that you and your friends walk the paths of Kefali and Yanis in places beyond the sky. Addressing you appropriately is the least I can do, as a show of respect.
Kefali?
For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. To express our gratitude for your kind, trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima. This is the dew of divine blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima. Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation of what you have done for us.
My hand is trembling under the weight of this gift. I'm not of drinking age yet. This precious gift isn't simply taken of gratitude, though, is it, Lady Aglaya?
Very perceptive, Mr. Dunham. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
With all due respect, we won't forge an alliance with that crisis heir and bury us in the conflicts within Akima. I'm sure you can understand where our misgivings come from, Lady Aglaya. Right, we need to think about this first. Having said that, Lady Aglaya, please don't misunderstand. We'll still do what we can to assist you in the flame chase journey. It's just I've heard of the friction between the crisis heirs and the Council of Akima. As outsiders, we are a bit wary of getting caught up in this conflict.
Wow! Grady and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
Who's she? Not Gray?
No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaya's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine.
Okay, who are you?
Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akima. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
You are?
Hyacinth, thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Hyacinth.
Oh, it's no trouble at all.
She's
the
a
patients
doctor?
are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again. Oh, it's Cassie! Oh, I've missed you.
Who is this? Gray, Danny, Cassie? This Aglaya's nickname, Agli.
Miss!
That's... what?
You can't say that. Lady Aglaya should always be Lady Aglaya.
No, it's Aggie. This girl, she's a natural at making friends. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair.
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together. Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akama presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
No.
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akama, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
Oh, she's here to help Aglaya recruit us.
You're mistaken. The capable Lady Aglaya doesn't need my help with things like this.
I see. In that case, we will accept this gift from Akama. We welcome the chance to talk with you later, Felicine.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Watch it be like 100 questions. Pardon the question, but I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Micro-expressions, tone of voice, questionnaires, are these all part of the usual skills set for Aquila's priests?
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard. Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Mikado's attack on Akama, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
Ah, so you're a therapist. Thank you, we'll be keeping that in mind.
Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaya.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking me to...
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castris will be accompanying her.
Okay.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos.
He's missing? Since this involves Akama's diplomatic affairs, we'll give you some privacy. Let's go out and play.
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Mr. Trailblazer, why not go with them? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove Grave. I'd be delighted to show you around.
Sounds good. Gaining more insight into the customs and geography of different regions of Aquarius is also part of trailblazing.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you. This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them. While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castris knows this too.
Does she have one as well?
Make good use of it. Trian is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Okima, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
Yay. The left. What will we see?
I'm glad to be in your company again, mister.
Tell me about the Titan known as Thanatos.
Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them, and they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
Who is Professor Anaxa?
When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phynon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then.
What is the Grove of Epiphany?
The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
I don't have any more questions. Let's go.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
Alrighty.
Look, there she is! And Lady Trian. But who's that they're looking at? Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury.
Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trian! Trian was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Okima for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside. Trian knows the city has good doctors, so Trian brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor.
I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trian. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first.
These wounds, they're caused by the Black Tide.
What?
This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the Black Tide injured him.
What is the Black Tide?
Bree, Cassie, and Trian, would you mind making your way to the Grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you.
Alrighty.
As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trian believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trian! Fly, fly, fly away from Okima!
We can't fly. Oh, it's this place.
Down this road we go, to the skies we fly, leaving Okima behind! Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
Are we not using the sentry gate?
You might not be aware of this, but using the sentry gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trian.
Trian promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
Let's go.
I'm ready, too.
Okie dokie! Everybody, let's hold hands. To the Grove we go!
Oh, what happened?
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass, memmy, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, Why don't you give it a go?
She might break it. How are you two so close already?
Memmy mem mem memmy mem. Memmy memmy mem 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 mem.
What?
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable. Oh, this is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
Mem 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 memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem.
Scary, don't teach her how to soup, Cass.
Memmy mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem. Mem memmy mem. Mem 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 mem. Ah, memmy mem mem. Mem 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 mem.
You'll learn a powerful new ability. You might become fluffier. Transform into a cute girl now.
Cute. Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy? Puppy? Memmy mem 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 mem.
She's a puppy. She's a puppy.
Memmy mem 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 memmy mem 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 memmy.
Mammy.
It's already action hour. Lady Trian, I hope you're well rested. You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trian say?
Something like, Mommy, all with sword. Let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trian.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trian's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trian can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. Not even in the dream just now.
Mem memmy mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem mem.
So what's your superpower?
Memmy mem mem. Memmy memmy mem mem memmy memmy mem mem. Memmy 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 mem. Mem memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem memmy mem mem. Mem memmy mem 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 mem. Mem 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 mem. Boom. Mem memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem. Mem 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 mem. Mem.
Trian thinks that's a great idea. Can the pink puppy help Trian out?
Memmy mem 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 mem.
Yay! Then I'll call you Little Memmy from now on.
Mem 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 mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Mem 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 memmy mem. Mem mem. Mem 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 mem. Me mem 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 memmy mem. Mem 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 mem. Memmy mem 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 mem.
Okie dokie. Trian
Is this
remembers
fixed
that
Troll
we
Garden?
need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time.
Mem mem mem. Memmy mem mem memmy mem.
A giant tree bowed slightly in the silent forest, tilting and falling into the wilting green leaves. A passing breeze rustled through the leaves as it was sighing softly, fading into a lightless ocean above on high. Would March 7th appreciate this sublime scene? You're uncertain. Don Hunk, perhaps. Never mind. Every time he encounters a tree as big as this one, it would be a deeply troubling situation. Take a photo of this big tree. Okay, never failed to impress. This photo deserves an award.
It's the bough of Rift, the divine body of Circe's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest. A long time ago, Thelesis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trian knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
Something feels off.
The
The Grove
Black
has
Tribe is
always welcomed scholars. So too would Circe's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival.
So we have no way in. Is the grove closed to visitors?
That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on? As I expected, something's not right here. Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet.
Maybe Aglaia didn't give them a heads up. Maybe something has happened.
That's possible.
Hello? Is anyone there? No one's here.
Oh, that scared me. What should we do?
I have an idea. Lady Trian, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not. This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circe's are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Oh, that scared me too.
I'm sorry. I had to recite that chant so that the golden thread would resonate with the Titan's presence within the ley lines.
Ley lines? Genshin reference? Elemental?
If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
Maybe I need to do it.
But that shouldn't be.
A ghost.
Are they white dryad flowers? These aren't white dryads.
There it goes.
These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Oh.
Dead me, ma'am.
She said dead.
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls. However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Ma'am, can you read their memories?
Let me try.
She says let me try. Ma'am.
Black cloak, sword.
She's saying words now.
Toward the great tree.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Trianne will be on high alert!
The smell of death is becoming more and more intense.
Well, yeah, I see.
There,
Red.
on the steps.
Hold on a minute. This looks a lot like the the antimatter region. Especially with those swords. They look different, but...
This looks really scary.
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves. Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this?
Alright, you can't tell me that does not look like the antimatter region. I don't know every single enemy's name, but that looks like the one from the space station.
The monster is alive! Trianne will protect everybody!
Trianne, please hide behind us. Mister, let's do this.
Here, all yours.
You defeated it! Little Gray, little Kaz, you're so strong!
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
We should go back.
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But at what price?
At the same time in Akuma. Don Hung is there, right?
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akama.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now.
We got another chat about get more viewers on streambuild.com. I'm not paying for views.
Tribi, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from. He is not Ackerman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castris and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
Trian just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the Grove.
They can read each other's mind?
We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Aggie?
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the Grove to be the first to be impacted, though. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there, but...
But... what?
But they can't say for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the Grove. Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
Yeah, that was a she.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
So that's how they can. So that's why they're the messenger. They can send. They're telepathic.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Is this a joke as well?
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akama. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akama's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
Why did it take so long? It's been 2 hours.
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
That being said, Based on the condition of this patient, Treeby, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the black tide.
How should I put it? Lady Aglaya doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid.
He sounds like a big shot.
Despite being a Chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense. During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the Flame Chase journey.
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our Flame Chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
With the exception of Orynyx, that is, they didn't lend us their power willingly.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart.
You know who else is really smart? Don Hahn. He could make out these guys to be the Antimatter Legion.
So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trian. It's easy for Trian to look for people because we can fly.
It's itching. I just wanted to find out that this is the Antimatter.
Good idea.
I think.
In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trian was just trying to help.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trian is a demigod, the most powerful among all of us here.
Is she?
Remember all those brave heroes in the tales you've heard? They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way for all of you.
I don't know why I didn't press the odds.
Memmy mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Mem mem mem.
Key.
Memmy mem mem mem.
Yes.
It could be because when a life is devoured by the black tide, it loses its soul.
That's sad.
Gleam of old.
It's
I
locked.
can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the black tide.
There's no keyhole on this door. Flaming lance. Charge.
Save your energy. Yanis's power is far stronger than we could ever imagine.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods?
Who is he?
Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision.
Huh? Is this? He's
My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go any further,
Loose forest. Loose?
do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
What's this?
The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth. Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that visitors may learn where their next destination lies. Nothing is impossible.
Alchemy?
Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being consumed as the price. In other words, this voice isn't created out of thin air.
This guy looks like he's from Connery. Stalin's chest. But like Dane's there. The only exception being his eyes doesn't have that star.
That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the scholars have been wiped. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward the holy city of Akama as we speak.
Ah.
Only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Cersei's core flame will reach Akama before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame. And our mortal remains. And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Mister, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory.
Forget what you saw in the image.
Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time.
He said his name is Anaxagoras.
You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially particular about his full name.
He's a crisis heir. This person alchemy refers to...
Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Nusporism. It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself if you're interested. Provided that he is still alive.
Everyone seems to have been evacuated.
Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the core flame then.
Perhaps Anaxa did not manage to survive.
I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame, but managed to escape.
We have to go to the luminary throne.
It is located at the top of the giant tree, and is where Circe's core flame is kept. According to Anaxa, the core flame should still be there. But making our way there won't be as simple as the professor made it sound.
Not at all.
Alright.
No, she said alright.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way.
Maybe when we obtain this program, she'll be able to speak like the rest of us. What am I saying?
No, you didn't imagine it. I heard it as well. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby. As we are unable to ascertain whether they are friend or foe, we better remain cautious.
No, I'm funny. I'll be right back. Ow. I injured my hand. Hello. I'm back. Huh?
Found it.
What'd you find?
The voice is coming from over there.
The heart? The air?
No. It seems to be coming from somewhere even further that way. Let's go check it out.
A man? God, this scared the shit out of me. Knock on the statue.
Regardless of what you do, a stone won't be able to speak.
Oh. Whoa.
Such a lively little bunny. You even smell a little familiar.
What a good-looking ghost.
What a smooth-talking child. I'll accept your praise.
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself. Otherwise, you'll face the consequences.
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you. Idonia's renowned goddess of death.
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authority of death. Answer my question.
Baring your fangs at me. How cute. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the Seven Sages and the Litophagists.
I understand what you're saying, but are you a specter?
Of course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you. She'll definitely know the reason why.
Be careful. Even if the head of the Litophagists has never shown their true identity before, we shouldn't trust this person so easily. The Weft could not detect her presence just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. But if she is, let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self. Forget it. However, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully. If you can do so without hesitation, we won't treat you as an enemy for the time being.
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest. Go ahead.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd Great Debate?
What?
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
Who was your representative?
Mydei. She went up against Phynon of the New Sporists.
What?
Who won?
Nobody won because the 752nd Great Debate never took place. What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phynon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath. Also, to alleviate your worries, I shall provide you with a piece of information that's more valuable than the Great Debate.
A flying arrow is that motion,
Anaxa the New
I think.
Sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. So, are you satisfied with my answers? This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable than the previous one. As the saying goes, seeing is believing. Why don't you follow me to the throne and take a look for yourself?
I'll keep my eyes on you at all times.
Oh, that's truly an honor. As long as we can get the water wheel turning, we'll be able to use it to ascend. So, the solution is to awaken this heart.
Why exactly did you...
My intention should be obvious.
No.
See that shallow pond over there? Water lilies grow there. Initially, Circes watered them with their tears, while Nestia nurtured them with affectionate love. They are a token of the eternal companionship between the two gods. All the two of you have to do is to cross the deep well and retrieve the golden bough of vows for me.
Yeah. Is the sergeant test the nameless?
Indeed. Could it be that you actually do not know how to proceed?
We can retrieve it, but I advise you not to waste your time on any schemes.
Oh my. I'm helping you to eliminate your worries and obstacles, and yet I receive nothing in return? Besides, the bow is essential for awakening the heart and drawing water out of the source. If you can't find it this time, we can just remain trapped here for the rest of eternity. You're overthinking things. We're all in the same boat. Although, it would be absurd to say that I have no other motives. Since you've brought it up, I might as well take this chance to explain. I'm simply making use of this opportunity to see what you two are made of. So, is that truthful enough for you? Now is not the time for me to elaborate further. So, please proceed. As a student of Anaxa, equivalent exchange should be something that you are familiar with.
I cannot deny that. Mister, since our interests are aligned right now, it's better for us to do as she says. Besides, she knows about my past. Even though I'm not able to elaborate much, I can tell you that she has reasons to fear me. If you unfortunately turn out to be her ultimate target, please don't worry. I will promptly intervene.
I see.
Let's hope that this is not a trap set by her. So this is the Golden Bough of Vows. I hope that the Titan will not take their anger out on us.
So what we're doing is simply provoking the Titans. No, there are several eons that have my back.
If only they could interfere in the affairs of the Titans.
So lustrous and beautiful. It's even more magnificent than before.
Cal.
Understood. My apologies, Pink Bunny.
Memmy bunny
Is this the legendary Golden Bough of Vows?
We'll know once we test it. There's a secret passageway behind the pond. It's faster if we take that path. We're here. Could you kindly pluck a petal for me and place it into the pool?
Remove a petal from the Golden Bough of Vows. I feel like that's not the right thing to do.
Now, can our little goddess perform that again?
Huh?
That being the oath of Nestia's priests.
Right. Got it. O Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, Entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Ma'am, Mammy, let up.
Whoa. Speed. Remove all this shit. Got it. What is the principle behind this?
It's just an ancient promise between the Titan and humans. So, what do you think? It really is the Golden Bough of Vows. And I did not set any traps for you, right?
That is indeed true.
You look like a sad, lost puppy. Even if this is indeed a scheme to get you to lower your guard, you don't have any other choice but to play along, do you? Therefore, why don't we just put everything aside and work together? We can always determine who's right and who's wrong once we overcome this.
Yes, I agree.
Great. Then, let's ride the water wheel.
However, giving us half-truths is not the right attitude for cooperation. Furthermore, according to the principle of equivalent exchange, since we have passed your so-called trial, isn't it time for you to make your intentions clear to us?
Ah. I really can't bear to look at your sad expressions. Although you only cleared a simple trial, I'm willing to make an exception and treat you with sincerity. I'll allow each of you to ask a question. But not the little bunny. So, ask away.
Why not the little bunny?
Well, in that case, mister, please go ahead.
What is it translating about? You press the button. I'm not saying Why do you say that?
As I've previously mentioned, I'm one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany. If you think that this answer is insufficient, then I'll add to it. I'm the leader of the 7 sages.
That's not what I meant, but yeah.
Well, it's your turn now, little goddess of death.
My question is, was your previous answer the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
There's no point in making this unnecessarily complicated.
That applies to you as well. However, we do not harbor any hostility. We merely want to avoid any potential harm to us. Lady Calypso, if you want us to work together more effectively, I advise you to answer my question honestly.
All right. I was completely truthful in my response just now. I have not deceived you, nor will I.
With all due respect, omitting facts can also be considered deceit.
Is that so? Regardless, I still stand by my previous response.
Then please lead the way. After all, facts speak for themselves. The truth will come to light once we arrive at the Luminary Throne.
All right, all right. I originally thought that you were just a beautiful flower planted in the mortal realm by the hand of shadow. But now, I see you have some prickly thorns, too.
I'll just consider that a compliment.
Indeed. I'm complimenting your charming naivete. All right, go ride the water wheel. I'll wait for you up there.
There's more than one right answer.
No, there she is.
Whoa! It's little Gray, little Cass, and the pink puppy!
Lady Trianne, are you all right? Were you hurt?
No, Trianne flew high up into the air so the monsters couldn't reach us.
Did you find Anaxa? Air supremacy is...
Air supremacy secured! That sounds so cool! Oh, what does it mean? Wait a minute, let's get back on track. The spindle that Aggie gave us is so powerful that Trianne seems to have found Nax.
Can you guys hear me just fine?
He's near the treetop.
My mic is behind.
Even though our perception of him is very weak, it's not like the White Dryads from before. But since Trianne was alone and afraid that it might be dangerous, we did not fly there to take a look.
Good job.
It seems like Lady Trianne did not forget our promise. Anaxa is indeed still alive, and he's at the Luminary Throne right now. It seems like Lady Calypso did not lie regarding this.
Huh? Calypso? Who's that?
She seems to be the head of the lookout, but just a kind-hearted and mysterious castaway.
Oh, so you found a survivor! But the golden thread doesn't seem to be able to sense the person you're talking about. Mem! Mem, 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 mem. Mem! Mem, mem, mem.
Coming and going without a trace. She's such a strange person.
Oh! Actually, Trianne also found this. Could this be related to the person you're talking about?
Absolutely not.
This is a piece of burnt cloth.
Yup! Trianne found it on a branch not long ago. Trianne even used the golden thread to search around and found that the entire grove is giving off a similar aura. Memmy... Memmy mem mem mem... Mem mem memmy mem? Trianne doesn't think so. Because when Trianne picked it up, we didn't see anything at all. And judging by the golden thread, the aura seems to be all around.
Lady Trianne, where is the aura gathered at right now?
It seems to be... Oh! A little higher and a little ahead of us!
The Dome of Devotion. Calypso, just what are you hiding? There's no one... Hold on. The butterfly of divine mind is gone?
What does it be?
That can't be. Was it for fending off the black tide? Or perhaps...
What exactly is this butterfly of divine mind? Is it a very powerful guardian monster?
No. How should I put it? It's considered a safeguard for the Titan's core flame. This butterfly is created from Nestia's remaining divine mind and bears the responsibility of guarding the core flame. Legend has it that someone can only pass the trial of the butterfly by proving they possess pure and unselfish love within their heart. Only then can they awaken the great tree to open up the path to meet Cersei's.
But how are we going to prove it? Mem, 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 mem.
Sorry, but even I don't know how. After all, this is a secret among secrets that only a select few in the entire grove and even Amphorius know. Rather than worry about this, Lady Trianne, did the golden thread react to anything around here?
No. That unknown thing seems to be even farther ahead and higher up.
Perhaps we can try again. Let's see if the butterfly will still react to the golden bough of vows despite having dissipated. If it's indeed the token mentioned in the legends, there should be a reaction.
Oops, what did I press? Take petal from golden bough of vows. The butterfly didn't even move 1 inch. Just hang on a little longer, because it's here for showing the petal with a highly provocative expression. I'll ask since the other claim to challenge Bridezilla. I did what I could, but the butterfly didn't even move an inch.
Let me give it a try.
Is she gonna eat it?
Oh, Nestia. With the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Nothing. What?
Lady Trianne, and even Mem? Where have they disappeared to?
Little Gray, little Cass, look over here, quick!
Is that the butterfly? Is it dead?
Mummy, he's about to burst into flames!
What?
The voice seems to be coming from the Star Chase atrium.
Little Gray, little Cass, it's bad. It's very bad!
What's that?
I'm fine.
Lady Trianne, what exactly happened just now?
Trianne and Memmy were looking around to see if there were any mechanisms nearby. But just as they went to take a closer look at that big piece of amber, they were surrounded!
I see. Let's get a move on. The orbs belonging to Ornyx's priests should be nearby. Hopefully they'll be of some use.
Memmy Mem! Memmy Mem Mem! Memmy! Mem Mem Mem!
I weep for the departed.
Dust ring, it too shall fall.
Easy.
She said easy.
Mem.
Oops,
Mem,
what
mem,
did I
mem,
click?
mem. Mem, mem, mem. Mem, 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 mem.
I'm glad that everyone is all right. Speaking of which, this piece of amber is...
A remnant of Nestia's core flame.
No.
To get to the throne at the treetop, gather the embers before you with the golden bough of vows, and present it to the divine butterfly.
Whoa, where did you come from?
You finally appeared, Lady Calypso.
Yes, it's been some time. The battle just now was a true delight, and I feel quite elated. It seems like I'll really be able to rely on all of you to reclaim my true form.
Lady Trian, how does the golden thread react to her?
Huh. There's no reaction at all.
Obviously. After all, the fragment that you picked up just now is completely unrelated to me. All right. Just do as I say. If you're able to pass the trial, I will tell you everything truthfully.
Seems like there's some competition.
Another trial.
Mem, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
But we have to go to the treetop to find Nax anyway, right?
I've got a hunch. Come, let's collect the embers and go confront her. According to Calypso, we just have to gather the embers before us with the golden bough of vows.
As the golden water lily touches the amber, flames spill from its petals.
How incredible.
Mem. Mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem. Memmy, mem?
It seems like you managed to gather the embers. In that case, just offer it to the divine butterfly.
It'll be fine. Let's just do as she says.
Offer the faintly burning golden bough of vows. Whoa.
It's a success! Path has appeared!
All of you have indeed passed the trial.
The sound of a butterfly's wings.
I'll be back shortly. Of course, our promise still stands. But now, it's time for me to sacrifice myself. If the West Wind ever ends, let that be the place where we reunite. Farewell, my love.
Lady Calypso, this is...
It's nothing much. Thank you so much for your help. Now, it's time for me to fulfill my part of the promise.
Well, in that case, I can start. You're actually Cersei's, right?
Mem.
Whoa.
Oh my. The children of humanity have passed the final trial at last. I was wondering when you were planning to expose me. How did you know?
The riddle-like trials, your distrustful yet sincere character, referring to Nestia as your love, and... The head of the Litophagus is actually called Medea, and not Calypso.
Since you knew from the start that I was not who I said I was, why did you wait until now to expose me?
Because I did not believe that Circes would walk this world in a human form. I was also afraid that the Titans were under the control of the Black Tide, and would do us harm. Also, to make a claim, one must have evidence. This is the precious knowledge that I acquired during my time at the Grove.
Excellent. To think we were able to gain a new chance at life in the midst of death. Fate truly is a mysterious thing.
Well, shouldn't you also tell us why you went through all the trouble of setting up these riddles?
Oh, the reason's quite simple. I needed your help, and just like how you were wary of me, I had to ensure that you were not villains who were trying to get their hands on the core flame. I also had to ascertain that you were capable of dealing with the threat at hand.
Is this threat related to the Black Tide?
Indeed, and it's even more related to that lost item from before. Its owner is a quiet and paranoid hunter who seems to have been reborn from the Black Tide and is attacking along with it. As I could not do anything about him, I split my body up and escaped to avoid harm. I bided my time for a chance to seek assistance. Unfortunately, this was not a sustainable long-term plan.
So, is the Stellaron Hunter at play?
What you mean is that you hid your own core flame?
Indeed. I split it into 3. I hid one within the Golden Bough of Vows, and sealed another in the amber, along with Nestia's remaining embers. As for the last one, it's currently in Anaxa's body, which is in dire need of repair.
Anaxa's hurt.
What? Do you mean that you're using such a method?
After all, the scholars of the Grove have always been willing to lay down their lives to defend my core flame. As a respected god, it would be too embarrassing if I were to do nothing and simply watch the children of humanity give up their lives for me. Especially that heretic named Anaxa. He did not even hesitate to tear his soul apart and use it to perform a miracle. He trapped all the creations of the Black Tide within the Grove so that they would not be able to harm others. His way of thinking was so out of the ordinary that I felt it would be a waste for him to meet his demise in the Black Tide. And so, I decided to save his life. Of course, this also meant that I was able to conceal myself and remain hidden. Well, that's also an equivalent
Ma'am!
What a smart little bunny. This way, I'll be able to regain my true form. And you will be able to bring the core flame and your teacher back to Akama. We'll also take down the black-robed swordmaster at the throne. Together, in one go.
I think it's still on Hunter.
Cersei's, aren't you the reason, Titan?
Even if I do not have the authority of strife, I'm still a god. I just need you to buy me some time against the warrior's blade. Once the core flame is reformed, I'll be able to show my hand.
Let's take him down in one go.
Excellent. Then just continue climbing to reach my throne. Turn the golden bough of vows into firewood to reignite the core flame of reason.
Whoa. Black Tide Leader.
Cersei's was right. He's indeed here.
Who is this black-robed guy?
Flame Lance. Go. I forgot what he says. Forward.
Everyone, brace yourself. This must be the hunter reborn from the black tide that Cersei's was talking about.
Could it be a still around hunter? He doesn't seem
The black sword and cloak.
That's not a sword.
The owner of the piece of cloth. The north wind that sent over the deathly fog of Thanatos.
Death himself.
You're not demigods. Stand down or die.
Oh, it can't. Don't worry, I'll protect everyone.
Trian will also protect everyone! Trian is brave!
Mister. Only this time, may death protect us.
That's still on.
Be careful.
One slash. Two slashes. Three slashes are enough.
What exactly are you?
Elusive foretelling.
That is a sword.
Again,
Can we kill him?
ill-timing manifest.
God.
Why don't you stay and play for a while? Pick it up a notch.
Memories are ever beneath the silent waters. Lies an endless abyss.
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
I'm not not doing anything.
Existence is fleeting as the dawn still, destined for oblivion.
Let's play 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer?
That breathing sensation.
Alright, let's see what
I weep
Acheron
for
can
the
do.
departed. Dust ring, it too shall fall.
She didn't do anything. We're cooked. What is that?
The seal of ill fate descends.
I'll play the bad card.
Stand still. Another journey begins in the still waters of oblivion. I guide the wandering soul.
I'm barely
May
doing
as
any
well
damage
kill
to
them
these shadows.
So powerful. Circe's was right.
I weep. Dust ring, it too shall fall.
Return to the great dream.
It's
The
been
threads
murdered
of
since
destiny
point.
aren't chosen.
Relax. Did you come here of existence, fleeting as the dawn still, destined for oblivion?
That breathing sensation. Destiny's course is becoming apparent.
Again, ill tidings manifest.
Return to the great dream.
Memories are ever beneath the silent waters. Lies an endless abyss.
Offer your souls to the fire.
No.
Not good. In that case.
Can't be killed in a single blow.
You are indeed no ordinary human.
Children, since the ambush failed, it'll be difficult to find another opportunity. What a pity.
Professor Nasa? No. Good times. It's Circe's.
Don't worry, I'll go easy. Let's pick it up a notch.
Another journey begins in the still waters of oblivion. I guide the wandering soul.
Let's play 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer?
I weep for the departed. Dust ring, it too shall fall.
Of course, that 1%.
This is bad.
Century Gate, open!
Phew. That was a close call. Thank goodness that we returned to Akama unharmed.
Akama, your baseball is back. I never want to leave the holy city again.
Little Cass, my head, it still hurts. Sorry, I know you told me not to open the gate.
Please don't blame yourself, Lady Trian. If it weren't for you, we would have already met our end at the Grove.
I feel awful. I need to go back to get some rest.
Alright, you do that.
Lady Trian, you haven't been well since you woke up.
What is that camera shot?
Are you sure you can make it back on your own?
All this noise and commotion. Akama hasn't changed a bit, has it?
Are you Professor Anaxa?
There's no need for doubt. The Titan no longer speaks. It is I, Anaxagoras of the New Sporists.
Indeed. You are the only one who would refer to yourself like that. Professor, let me be frank. The mission Lady Aglaya entrusted us is to search for survivors, uncover the truth about the disaster at the Grove, and retrieve the core flame of Circes.
That does not surprise me. And now, I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster, as well as the defenseless bearer of a core flame. Are you going to bring me to Aglaya to fulfill your duty?
Yes.
That is indeed my duty. But I prefer not to present you to her as a captive or spoil of battle.
Fine. There's no need to make your life difficult. I'm not against meeting that woman. But I have some things to take care of first. The families of some of my fellow Grove Scholars live in the Holy City. Before we meet Aglaya, I want to visit them.
Why did you do it before meeting Aglaya?
Because Lady Aglaya will probably be against it.
Let me guess. That woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress any information about the Grove. She's always been that cold-hearted. My fellows at the Grove gave their lives defending the core flame and fighting the Black Tide alongside me. Their families deserve to know the truth.
You intend to do it without her knowledge?
Do you really think that woman would treat me well, even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more anger on her face. Are you going to stop me, Castorus?
I will accompany you, but please understand that Lady Aglaya has her own considerations.
You truly have the makings of a fine scholar, putting yourself in other people's shoes like that. Let's go. I won't go overboard.
The auto thing is killing me.
So, after all these years, you and Lady Aglaya are still...
Neither of us is narrow-minded. You should know the root cause of our conflict.
Hello. And you are?
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, you are Kallinicus' wife, right?
Yes. Oh, are you a messenger? No wonder I haven't heard any news for so long. There's been a change in personnel, hasn't there?
Ma'am,
Kalinicus passed away a few days ago, defending the Grove against the Black Tide.
So... did he manage to defend the Grove?
Huh?
This is the first thing you asked after hearing of his passing?
Yes. He managed to protect Xerxes' core flame at the cost of his life.
I see. I'll select some of his possessions and pick a nice resting place for him.
Please let us know if you need any help, ma'am.
I come from Kremnos. Death and sacrifice are things I've learned to face with composure.
Of course.
You know, Kalinicus, even though he was a scholar, he'd always ask me to teach him how to fight whenever he came back. Isn't it funny that a Chrysos heir like him wants to learn from an ordinary person like me?
He's a Chrysos here?
I've been prepared for this for a long time. In times like these, any ordinary goodbye might just turn out to be a final farewell.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior, and I'll find my way back to the battlefield someday. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide and seek vengeance for my husband.
Oh, hello, young ones. Is there anything I can help you with?
Are you the father of Keinani and Artakama?
Ah, yes. Did my daughters cause trouble at school again? Alas, forgive this old brain of mine. Both of my daughters graduated long ago, and they are now scholars at the Grove. As I get older, memories from years past tend to blend together. What's the matter, young one? Why so quiet? Did my daughters really get into some trouble? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know. Their old dad can still talk some sense into them.
What should we do? I really can't tell him.
Don't ask me, I'm getting all teary-eyed as well.
Mr. Fabio. The Black Tide took Keinani and Artakama.
What?
They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove.
Oh no.
As the Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them. Mr. Fabio, if you're upset...
Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama wasn't one of the Chrysos heirs mentioned in the prophecy, she was still a heroine, wasn't she?
Huh? It's a young man.
What's wrong? I'm busy. There's a lot going on in the city, and I've got my hands full.
Mister, we're sorry to bother you, but...
No, wait. Lady Castors, did Lady Aglaia send you because of some mistake I made at work?
Keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany, and a colleague of your father, Old Titus. A few days ago, your father passed away.
Wait, what? My old man died?
that's no shocker. At his age, he was due for the River of Souls any time.
How can you say that? He's yours.
Just up and left me behind. That old man. I've been telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement. But no, he just had to go off to that grove and mess around with those scholars. Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. That stubborn old thing. I already got him a retirement home and was waiting for him to come around. All my effort is wasted now, and he didn't even give me a chance to say goodbye. That bull-headed old man, stubborn as a mule.
That is it. That's all the colleagues' families that I remember.
Those who sacrifice their love and their families are truly admirable.
Good work, Mr. and Professor Anaxa.
Let's go. Take me to see Aglaya.
All right. I'll lead the way.
Oh. Hello.
Miss Castoris, my lord, you're back.
Hello. We have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaya. May we trouble you to inform her of our presence?
My apologies, Miss Castoris. Lady Aglaya has just informed me that she has no time to receive anyone at the moment.
That's just great. She refuses to even see me. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaya order you to take me directly to prison?
Who are you?
Please don't jest. It's possible that she really is busy. Let's wait here a moment, and I'll try to contact her using the slate.
Oh my god, how much did she write? You're writing literature? Oh.
It's fortunate we don't have to confront that woman while I'm hauling around this sick body. Castoris, and this friend I haven't gotten the chance to know, I'll take my leave for today.
No.
That Titan made a myriad of adjustments on their own. My head still aches from that. I don't want to stay a second longer in this noisy city if I can.
Please be careful. Akama isn't the grove. This place
is covered by her golden threads. I know. That woman is extremely confident I won't escape her grasp. Don't worry. As I said before, I'll mind my behavior.
Mister, so many unexpected things happened on our journey to the grove. We truly had no intention of putting you in danger, let alone face the black tide head on.
The trouble is my old friend now. We made it back alive. So much for the black tide.
Please do not underestimate the threat the black tide poses. The black tide is not just an enemy of Akama, but all of Amphorius. Even back when the forces of strife coveted the Holy City, their warriors still undeniably halted the black tide outside Castrum Kremnos. Negador's core flame now sits vacant, and the black tide has returned. The Grove is an academic city with the best understanding of the black tide. It shouldn't have fallen so easily, and yet it was taken overnight, leaving the city in blood and tears, haunted by the spirits of departed heroes. The trial of strife is imminent. I pray pray Mydei will be able to steal his resolve soon.
That black robe swordmaster?
Lady Trebe once traveled across thousands of cities in Amphorius to repel the Black Tide. But even they have no recollection of this powerful enemy in all their journeys. Perhaps the fall of Strife has triggered even more terrifying events in unseen places. As for me, I detected a strong stench of death from that entity. But it wasn't because it had a connection with Thanatos. I'm afraid it's purely because it has sent countless others to their deaths. Speaking of Thanatos, Mister, there is something else I wish to verify with you. You must have an idea of the curse I bear by now. I was born as the shadow of death. A poison shunned by all living beings. Yet when you caught me in the grove, I'm curious why you weren't affected by my power.
Oh shit!
Maybe I just haven't. Anything mission, I think the same thing happened in the vortex. What?
My apologies for the abrupt question. For all my life, I've always wondered, what is my connection to death? And why am I inextricably linked to Thanatos? Mister, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days. Please set aside the tragedy at the Grove for now, and rest for the day.
Yay! No, I still want to talk to her.
Mister, you must be tired.
Hey, come on. Alright, thank you all for watching. So, I still have not put up the video from the last stream, which, I will be doing maybe after this, like, or after I end stream. What's it called? After I'm done with the rest of the 5 missions, that's if I finish it before the next version comes. I will stream Genshin first. Maybe after I stream Genshin, I'll do a little bit of Zenless Zone Zero. For Withering Waves, I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream that. I probably will, but just not anytime soon. So, stop. Yeah, after I do that, well, I have nothing else to say. So, thank you all for watching. If you're watching me on Twitch, press that follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and like. Toodaloo.